So firstly going to take our sheet of puff pastry. We're going to place a small nick at the top that shows the center of the pastry. So next take a ruler, just line up that center part with the edge of the pastry and cut on both sides until you have a triangle like this. Now when you place those two offcuts together, they form the other part of the triangle like this. So you're left with one flat piece which will be the top and two halves that will be the bottom. So we're going to take the flat piece and then we're going to make the filling. So we're firstly going to take our thawed spinach, we're going to drain it, so we're just left with the pulp. And then we're going to place this into a bowl like this. We're simply going to add 125 grams of cream cheese. We're just going to mix that all together with a fork so it's totally combined like this. Now we're simply going to spread the cream cheese over the complete surface of the pastry so that it looks like this. So next we're going to take our egg, lightly beaten. We're going to add our cream and we're simply going to take a fork and completely blend that together to form an egg wash like this. Next we're going to take our two half pastries, just slightly overlap the middle, and then we're going to use the egg wash just to brush down that middle seam, and then we're going to press it with our fingers lightly all the way down until it looks like this. And then we're simply going to flip that over and we're just going to do the same. We're going to brush down the center of that line with our egg wash, and that just seals that all together. So now we're going to take our base. We're going to take the two halves that we've made into one, and we're simply going to pick up the base and we're just going to flip that over on top of the two halves that we sealed like this. And then we're just going to pat it down gently and so that it looks like this. So next we're going to take a pizza cutter. We're going to mark 1.5 inch strips right down the pastry. Start from the bottom and go up to the top, 1.5 inch cuts. And then we're going to use that pastry cutter and we're simply going to cut in like this. Cut right through the two pieces. Make sure you've cut right through like this. Very simple, but very effective. So when you've done all your cuts, it's time to form the tree branches. So we're simply going to grab each section and we're just going to fold it upwards once. Just twist up once. That's all you do. And then when you go to the other side, you do exactly the same. You just twist up once. You can see how I'm just twisting it up and folding it back once. And that's all you do to form this beautiful tree. I'm going to line my baking tray with some baking paper and I'm simply going to flip the tree onto my baking paper. And then you're left with this. Just straighten it up a little bit if you have to, just twist those things. And then we're just going to get that egg wash and we're going to brush over the top of the pastry like this. So next we're going to just cut our cherry tomatoes and we're simply going to place them on top of the tree. Just decorate it a little bit. These are just supposed to represent little baubles like this, or buds. And it's that simple. Now we're just going to pop it into a hot oven. So So check out your pastry instructions to see how long to cook it for. You want it to be all puffed up and nice and golden brown. And this is what it looks like. Absolutely beautiful. Puffed up. You can just tear those limbs off, and then you've got the middle bits to tear as well. You can add a dip if you like. I'm just going to platter it up with a bit of parsley and good to go. Thank you for watching.